about historical icons in the world of offshore boat racing, this guy comes to mind because he's been around, ladies and gentlemen, since 1974. Jeff Gerardi, you've seen your share of races. You've been a racer. We'll talk about that. You've taken probably hundreds of thousands of photographs, some of the best ever taken of offshore racing. And brother, it's great to talk to you finally because you've always been the man behind the lens. Now you're in front of the lens.
Yeah, I know that you guys were going to put me on the spot, but it's been fun. It's something I've done my entire life since high school. I have 1,700 flights in. Now I kind of base a lot of the work on photography, still photography. I print everything on site. It's been an adventure. You know, a lot of clubs, a lot of people. I'm probably one of the oldest around it. But it's the wonderful world of boat racing.
I've seen this guy hanging out of helicopters. I can't tell you how many hundreds of times, strapped in, of course, but I mean, you'll do whatever it takes, Jeff, to get that perfect shot.
Well, we'll do whatever it takes safely. I don't need to do anything unsafe. You know, I fly with experienced pilots that I've used for many years. It's like a day in the office for me when I go for a flight. It's nothing new to me at all.
Your company's called Freeze Frame Video. You've not only done the still photography, you've done some great videos and plenty of them.
I have about 1,700 flights and about 1,800 videos that I've done over the years. I've eased up a little bit on the video and concentrate now on still photography. Many years ago, we do onboard cameras. Now the GoPros have kind of taken over that part of it, but I had the onboard cameras working 8 years before a GoPro existed. And you guys have always seen the results. They work great for that time.
Oh, they were excellent, awesome. And I've seen many like the crash stuff. They walked away, they made it alive. I mean, really just intense stuff that you've gotten over the years.
Yeah, that took many, many years to edit together and to kind of accumulate. It's all good stuff. Of course, all the crash DVDs, no one ever gets hurt. I don't ever show anyone ever getting hurt in any of the incidents. We don't care about boat damage, but you know, that's the way it is. I don't, you know, if anyone ever gets hurt, I never would show it, ever.
Speaking of boats, you've also been a professional offshore boat racer, so you know exactly what these guys go through. You know what they're doing, when they're doing it, and that's probably why you've gotten such great photographs. Yeah,
I've ran a boat in the early 80s. I ran a 24 super boat with an outboard in about 16 races, and then I ran my 30-footer called Freeze Frame in 1982 to 1983. I ran it in 26 races. We won the championship at the time in the North, NPBA. At the time, there were 17 boats in the class, so it was a tricky class to win, but for its day, it was good. I still own that boat now. It's a 1980 30-foot superboat.
Speaking of that boat, back in 2009, you took that boat on a Bahamas run. Tell us about that.
Well, we're kind of set up. We wanted to do the run to the Bahamas and back. There were 21 boats that started. 16 finished. I was the last one to finish, but I did make it 109 miles all the way to the Bahamas and all the way back. My biggest problem was navigation.
It can get tough going over there. You've got all kind of cool toys. You had of course, your super boat. You had an STV catamaran that ran like 110 miles an hour, but you got rid of that. But this golf cart, I mean, when people see this golf cart, they know Jeff Gerardi is headed their way.
Well, yeah, this golf cart was built by a friend of mine that was into the drag racing stuff, which we do now. We do drag racing, go-kart racing, road racing. So when he offered the golf cart to me, I thought it was unique and cool, and I got it, and I've had it ever since.
Yeah, it just says you got the 4-speed stick and the velocity stacks, the mag wheels, the whole 9 yards. Everything that you do or you're involved with has been really cool, and you've got a website that people can go to.
Yeah, the website's freezeframevideo.net. Every photo I've ever taken is listed. We upload photos from every race. We help SBI. We help all the clubs. I do the kart racing and the go-kart racing. But after every event, all the photos are posted on my site, freezeframevideo.net. Also on YouTube, there's 160 videos posted that I've edited together.
But tell us about your mobile lab / motorhome.
Well, my motorhome that I use every day from when I'm in production is we'll shoot the races and we will have all the photos at the awards for that next day, for that next night. So tomorrow when we shoot at 1 o'clock, at 5 o'clock when we have the awards, we will have the photos. And this will be a little unique here because we're working on the national championships are decided, and we will have blow-ups of who wins the national championship tomorrow night at their awards.
Let me just give you an idea of how dedicated this guy is. You left your house like months ago, and you've been on the road doing this, going from site to site. It's really amazing.
I've been on the road for 8 weeks. We kind of enjoy traveling. It's the only way that we can really kind of accommodate where we're going to go. We just do what we have to do. I don't mind rolling in the motorhome. It's actually fun.
When you say we, of course, you and your lovely wife.
My lovely wife, my bride, Eve. Yep, she's my lovely wife. She helps me every day.
Jeff Gerardi, freeze frame. This guy's been around since 1974. We hope you're around for another 30 years if we all make it.
Well, I'll try. All right, thanks.
Thank you, Jeff.